Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Hamza, and in today's video I want to talk about a couple of things. This is my first video for 2020, and of course, as it is a new year, we have a new energy, we have a lot of new stuff going on in my business, in my personal life. On the YouTube channel, you are gonna see tons of new stuff that I have planned out for this year, and it is gonna be phenomenal, guys. Before we get into today's topic, I would just like to really quickly talk about resolutions. Resolutions are amazing. This year, I made a resolution that is a little interesting. I want to share it with you guys and kind of get some feedback as to what your thoughts are on my resolution. I made many resolutions, obviously, but my main resolution for this year is to learn Spanish. See, I would love to learn Spanish, and I have been wanting to do it for the past 5 years since I moved here to Houston, Texas, and I think 2020 is the year when I learn Spanish. Now, what I need from you guys, I need some help, I need some guidance as to what the best way for me to learn Spanish is. Okay, now let's jump right into today's topic. Today's topic is actually quite interesting and one that comes up to me quite often on a daily basis. In today's topic, we are going to talk about the one thing the rich buy that the poor and middle class don't. This is more of a mindset kind of purchase, I guess. But it is the one thing that continues and maintains the rich when the poor and middle class are not even thinking about it. The one thing that the rich buy is assets, are assets. And specifically what I'm talking about is time-tested assets that have been going for generations. In fact, this is what keeps the rich over generations and multiple generations. So if you guys are thinking of creating wealth, that is amazing, that is beautiful. But also what you guys need to think about is creating a legacy. And so this is the one thing that the rich people buy, right? And it's assets, income producing assets. And those assets are usually what end up paying for their luxurious lifestyles or higher income lifestyles. It's usually the assets that end up paying for everything. So that means car, homes, lifestyle, everything is usually paid off by either distribution or dividend through the income producing assets. Now, if you look at this, and you look at a generally rich person, a relatively rich person, you will always notice that their asset column is much higher than their liability column. So if you were to split their, I don't know, I guess, if you were to split their monies into two different columns, what you would notice is their liabilities are generally leverage or debt that they use towards their businesses. And that includes real estate, of course. And in their assets, mainly they have all this income producing stuff that they've invested in. If you look at a person from those two columns, what you will notice is they are full of liabilities and they have zero assets at sometimes. Sometimes they may have a little bit of assets, but their spending is way higher than what those assets are generating. Most of the times what you will see is these people have zero assets and everything in liabilities. All their money is kind of sorted out in the liability section. So that is not what you want, guys. For 2020, make it a point, try to invest in assets, in income producing assets, in dividend paying assets. Now, whether that's real estate, stock market, business, you guys need to decide what is best for you and start investing. A lot of people say, oh, I don't have enough money to invest in real estate. You know what? That's fine. If you don't have enough money to invest in real estate today, you can buy retail shares of public companies, commission free these days, right? How cool is that? Even the commissions are off. So you could buy a share of something. I personally have a monthly budget that I allocate towards investing in real estate. You don't have to do that. You can allocate a small budget, maybe even $20, $100, $500, and go buy something in the stock market. Now, don't levy up, guys. Buy 100% of the share. What I would also recommend is try to buy an ETF. Don't buy individual shares. I personally like Vanguard. If you were to buy a low cost, pretty stable, I guess not super attractive, but will not put you in trouble, look at a Vanguard ETF, whatever you like, invest in that. I mean, you could invest as little as even $100 in one of those, right? But start today because you are planting a seed, and this seed one day will eventually bear fruit for you guys. All right, so the one thing you guys need to do from today, starting 2020, which is the one thing I have been doing for the past 5 years, is building up that asset column. Right? Invest in income producing assets. Now, if those assets appreciate over time and you decide to sell them or you decide to pass them on to the next generation as a legacy, that is something completely up to you. So think about that. Have a good day. I will see you guys next video. Much love, guys.